Good morning. I am a few minutes early just to give it time uh, to for people to find me. Hi, Carol and Cindy. Yes, we had a big thunderstorm this morning here in Southwest Missouri. We needed the rain. Um, it poured, but now the sun is out. It's going to get cool, and I believe it's going to be close to freezing next week. Good morning, Kathy. Oh, 90. Yeah, that's Southeast Texas for you, right? Oh, Cindy, I talked to my daughter this morning in Fort Worth, and she said she thought they may get some rain this morning as well. So she's right up there near you. So I hope everybody is doing well. I'm going to wait till 11 to get started, but I just wanted to come on in and let everything spool through. I'm glad the weather cleared up because that affects the internet sometimes, as we all know. So anyway, I'm excited to be with you this morning, and I we had our Kristen, John, and Mia. That's our oldest daughter and her family. They left yesterday morning. And so it was so quiet in the house yesterday after everybody was gone. We made the most of our time, had a great time, played with Mia yesterday morning on the porch. Hi, Carol. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Yeah, Carol, I think a lot of places need rain, especially up north. Um, so, anyway, yeah, but Mia and I like to play on the porch, and so she was riding her scooter around, and we were doing pretend races, and she was the grand champion. So anyway, it was fun. So come on in and get settled. I'd love for you to say hello and let us know that you're watching. We're going to be making a fun fold Christmas card today. And I'm also going to be talking a little bit about my next online card class for Christmas, the third in the series for October. And the ordering period starts today. So excited to tell you about that. So, okay, so we have 11 o'clock straight up. Let me see if I can get here. Hello, everyone. Okay, welcome. I'm Lisa Brown with Ink and Inspirations. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 16 years now. This is my anniversary month. We call it my Stampiversary month. So, anyway, excited to share with you this morning, and going to go over a few things first. And then I hope you'll stick around till the very end because I'm going to show you the cards that I'm featuring in my card class for this month. So I want you to see those. So let's take a look at what I have here on my desktop. First of all, I think most of you are familiar with the host code. This is the code that you can use when you're visiting my online store, and you use it if your order is less than $150 before shipping and tax. And the reason you don't use it if it's 150 or more is because you earn the Stampin' rewards for free product without this code. If it's below that, you don't qualify for rewards, and then I can use this to get gifts that I can pass on to you as my customer. So I appreciate you using that. Hey, Connie. All right, so that's the host code for this month. And next we have a starter kit plus promotion. This is an amazing offer. If you have ever thought about joining a community of stampers, our stars community would love to have you. And yes, you are labeled as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, but we have all kinds of demonstrators within our group. And if you've been thinking about it, we'd love to have you. So let me tell you a little bit about this promotion. With the starter kit, it is always $99. Most, unless there's a super special, but $99 for $125 worth of products. Okay. But this month until the 31st, you get $155 worth of products in your $99 starter kit, and the shipping is free. And you can be on our great team. So if you are interested in that, let me know and I'll get in touch with you and we can talk about it. I'll answer all your questions. Okay. All right. So that is through the end of the month. Next, I have my third in a series of online Christmas card classes. And this month it features the Lights Aglow, or features products from the Lights Aglow suite. And the way I do my classes is they are free with a qualifying order. Okay, so it starts today. It ends next Tuesday, October the 18th. Okay, and with a $35 purchase, you get 3 card kits and the video tutorials to create the cards. With a $50 or more purchase, you get the 4 card kits, an embellishment pack. Good morning, Lori and Susan. Yes, thank you, Lori. I'm glad that made it a little more clear. So here is the pack of embellishments that you would get with a $50 order, plus the 4 card kits. This, I call this last one my bonus card, and you'll get the video tutorials as well. Okay, now this month I did something a little special because we had the free shipping on October 4th. If you placed an order already and you've qualified, you will get this kit. All right. Okay, I'm going to show you these cards in real life, well, in person, virtually, when at the end of the video. So stay tuned. All right. Let's look at what we're using today. This is the Lights Aglow suite. Look at these beautiful cards, these samples. It has some beautiful designer glimmer papers and 2 stamp sets and 2 sets of dies. Okay, and I kind of mix and match those. So I hope that okay, I think I'm back. So hang in there with me. With the weather is cloudy, it is kind of crazy. Okay, so let's get started. I'm just going to keep going because the connection does come back and the video may be a little sparse in places, but you will get the idea for this card. Okay, so with this card, our card base is a little different than usual. This is 4 1/4 by 5 1/4. Okay, 4 1/4 by 5 1/4 of evening evergreen. And then here is the bulk of the card. This can be either in basic white or very vanilla, and it's cut at 4 by 10. Okay, 4 by 10, and it's scored at 5. All right, and we're going to be attaching some designer paper to this and stamping on the inside, and it's going to glue on top of that. So I waited to prep the paper so that you could see what I was doing here. So I have 2 sheets of the same pattern from that Lights Aglow paper. All right. I need 2 3.5-inch squares and 2 pieces cut 1 by 6. All right. So let's get the trimmer out. All right. So I'm going to keep this little note here. So on this, we are going to use, and look at that beautiful gold in there. Isn't that pretty? 2 3.5 inches squares, 2 3.5-inch squares. So 3.5. Now we're going to need that in a minute. So we're going to set that aside by 3.5. All right. And you can save that for another project. All right. And then we're going to do another 3.5. I was checking the directionality of my paper. 3.5 by 3.5. Okay. So now I also said I needed two 1x6 pieces, right? Okay, so here are my 3.5-inch squares. So I'm going to get both of my 1-inch strips from this scrap piece. So I'm going to line it up on this right side of my trimmer at the 1-inch mark and cut at 1 and then again at 1. Now what this is going to do is make a belly band, which is going to wrap around our card. Okay, but normally I would use a 1x12-inch strip, but these are just this paper comes in 6x6 pieces. So I'm going to need to adhere 2 strips together. All right. So let me go ahead and do that. The pattern that I'm using is this back side in this evening evergreen print. And I am going to just put a small little strip of Stampin' Seal Plus. And I'm using a silicone mat underneath it that we have in our annual catalog. It's nice to use that on your work surface when you've got adhesive that might go off the paper and won't get on your work surface. And so I'm just bending over that excess there. And I'm going to overlap this other 1x6 piece right there. Okay, now we're going to glue something over top of that so that seam is not going to show. Okay, all right. I'm going to set that right there. And now we have these two 3.5 by 3.5-inch squares. So let's take those and match 2 corner points, just like this. You don't have to score, you don't have to measure, and just give it a good press with your finger. And you can also use your bone folder. Okay. And then we're going to do the same thing with the other one. So I don't even know what this fold is called. I'm calling it the double triangle flat fold, for lack of a better term. But you'll see why I'm calling that in a minute. Okay. So we're going to get this basic white piece, again, 4x10, scored at 5. And these are going to attach to the back like that. And that's like the closure for that front. You see those 2 triangle pieces? Hello from Europe. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. All right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put some Stampin' Seal Plus. And I tried using my so loved liquid glue on this, but it squished out and it made a mess on the first card I made like this. So I'm using the Seal Plus. Put that fold up against the edge, and you can see the 2 corners kind of go top to bottom there and make a nice fit and press down. Okay, and let's do that to the other side. All right, let's come here. I'm going to line up the points at the top by the fold and then at the bottom. I need to bring it down a little bit, but I think it's going to be okay. Yeah, I'm going to leave it like that. All right, so there we go. Now this is going to fold over top like this, okay? But first I want to go ahead and stamp my sentiment here. And I am using Wishing You a Season of Hope and Light. And this is from the Brightest Glow stamp set. Okay. that has all these beautiful sentiments in it. And I'm going to use Evening Evergreen ink. And I'm going to ink this up. All right. And I'm going to line that up, the top, that fold with one of the grid lines on my paper here. And then I've got my stamp already mounted like I want it and stamped. All right. Now, in the other stamp set in that suite, which is this Christmas Lights stamp set. Hi, Adrian. Thanks for joining. I'm using this little Christmas tree. The video is lagging for me. Are y'all getting that too? Okay. All right. So I'm just stamping that little tree right there. All right. So here we go. So now we've got that main part of our card. I'm going to move this out of the way. And we're going to get this base that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/4 in Evening Evergreen. And that is going to mount over top just like that. So you see how pretty that's going to be with that soft succulent in the designer paper against the Evening Evergreen there. All right, on this one, I think I'm going to go ahead and use my liquid glue and make sure I don't glue it on wrong. So I'm on it like this and not get too close to the edges so it doesn't squish out like Mia says. Mia was gluing something together yesterday and oh my gosh, kids love glue. Okay, Connie, thank you. All right. So now that we have that main base, now we need to make the belly band. Adrian, I don't know. Goodness. I'm sorry it is. I have no idea why it does that. I mean, I just have my phone and my iPad hooked up, and that's the only internet being used, so who knows? You lost the sound, Kathy? I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to keep going. All right, so now we have this 2 pieces of 1 by 6, all right, that I'm going to just put here. That center seam is right there in the center. Good morning, Diana. That was some rain, wasn't it? But we needed it. Okay, so I'm going to pull this over. And I don't want to make it too tight, but yet I don't want to fall off, you know, when you hold the card up. So I'm doing this. You see there's a pretty good overlap right there. Okay. And I'm going to take a little bit of seal, put it right there, and then kind of give it a little give where it's not flush against the card base, and press down. Okay, so that'll stay on just like that, and then you'll slip it on and off to open up the card. Okay. All right, now for our main image, I'm going to show you what I use. In the paper pack, you have some sheets of soft succulent with these circular and square frames. Plus you have them in cherry cobbler as well. And you can cut this apart at 3 inches and then 3 inches this way and have 4 separate little pieces that you can use on your projects. Okay. So here I've chosen the circle, and that is going to go over top right there and make the focal point of the card. But I thought it needed a little bit more body. So I cut a 3 1/4 inch square of Evening Evergreen to mount behind this. Okay, and then that is going to go there. So I'm going to go ahead and put that over top. Just gives it a little more body, okay? and stiffness to make the card more sturdy. Okay. All right, now for my main image, it's going to be a sentiment. And so I have a scrap piece of basic white. And I am going to go ahead and, do I want to stamp the sentiment first? I think I do. No, let me go ahead and cut it. With a circle, I don't worry so much about it. I'm going to get my mini boss in here, the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss. Thanks, Adrian. Right here. And then this is one of the dies. See those little dots in it? It's pretty. I'm going to cut this circle. And roll it through. All right, let's see what we have. Now look at that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so now I can stamp my sentiment in it. And I have chosen All is Merry and Bright. So I'm going to use I just stuck my hand in the ink pad. I'm going to use the Evening Evergreen ink. And stamp it right in the middle there. Okay. Then this is going to go here. All right, let's go ahead and put that on. I don't know if it's lagging because I'm trying to go live in more than one place. Okay, so that's going to go over top like that. So I'm going to try to center that where I have as much white space showing on top and bottom. Okay, and then I'm going to, I think I'm going to go ahead and put the glue right there because we just want the middle. And I'm going side to side, just eyeballing it there and try to get it centered. So my top and my bottom there on the white. Okay, so now I thought it needed a little something else. So I'm going to take some of these festive pearls in gold and my Take Your Pick tool. And I am going to put 3 on top and 3 on bottom. So I'm trying to center there with the old eyeball and space them, about a 1/2 inch apart or so. I think it just gives it a finished look and adds to that basic white behind it. Okay, so there, let's go there. And here. Okay, there's our card. So that was not difficult at all, do you think? And it's such a fun, different alternative to a regular fold. Hey, Patty, that's okay. We're good. You can go back and watch the replay. So here's the belly band comes off, the 2 flaps open, and there's your sentiment on the inside. Okay, and then you can, the reason you don't put it too tight is so you can slip it back on, or the recipient can slip it back on if they want to display your card. Thank you, Connie. Okay, so this is using elements from the Lights Aglow suite. Let me show you the cards that are in my online class for this month. The ordering period starts today and goes through next Tuesday, the 18th. So that's just one sample using that. This is not in the class, okay? Thank you, Susan. All right, so here's one of the cards. I'm waiting for it to catch up. Okay, Adrian, Here's one of the cards. You can see I've used a vanilla background and then some cherry cobbler accents with snowflake glimmer paper. Here's another one with the beautiful tree. And these are the three cards you would, three card kits you would get, everything but the stamped images, okay, in your card kit with a $35 purchase, a minimum $35. Here's the third card. I'm waiting for it to catch up. And then if your purchase is $50 or more, you will get the bonus card, which is this done in that black and gold, which are not traditional Christmas colors. The stamp set, Patty, are Christmas lights and brightest glow from the Lights Aglow suite. Okay, it's very lagging for me. It really disappoints me. But this is the bonus card that you're seeing. Okay, if your order is $50 or more, plus with these Christmas classes, I'm also giving you a gift of an embellishment pack with the card kits with a $50 purchase. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Patty. Okay, if there are not any more questions, I am going to close out for today. Thank you so much for joining me. So glad you were here. Thank you for your patience with the lagging in the video. I may try, just doing some adjustments for next time. But again, I hope you will take advantage of this Christmas card class. It is my hope that you are inspired to create your Christmas cards. They're not a difficult, I try not to make the designs difficult, but just special, and that you can create yourselves at home. Okay. And if you don't have this kit or this stamp set and you choose another stamp set, you'll be able to adjust and adapt these card kits with a stamp set you may already own. You can order, or a different one that you may order. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Carol. Yeah, thank you. If you enjoyed the video, please like and comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and follow me on my Facebook page. I appreciate you. Let me see if I can get myself back on here. Thank you so much for being with me. And see, my next live event should be next Tuesday. And any other lives I do will be surprise. I might do a surprise live sometimes. So anyway, just follow me here on Facebook, here on YouTube, and also my blog at inkandinspirations.com. Be sure you're on my mailing list, because my 12 weeks of Christmas are going out. You've already missed a couple if you're not on the list, but you can start today and get those. Thank you, Cindy. Okay, y'all have a great day, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye, everyone.